doesn't really look like they can contest that one. Like, maybe go for the opposite lane,
Ano
try
ba?
to get a gank. Other than that, I'm not so sure
See,
if they
man,
can
let's see,
actually
let's see,
secure
let's
the
see,
first
let's
hurdle with this.
It doesn't really
Huh?
inspire confidence just yet.
Hindi.
But we could be wrong in the second phase, right? Because Master of the Basics is already taking his time on this second band. Yes, there
Mamaya
are
pa
still
to.
things that are hyper tanking and could slowly start peeling them off. But at the same time, is there any consideration?
Bro, di ko alam,
Maybe
di
get rid of
ko
the
alam kung
drone,
sino
maybe
yung
get rid
lugi.
of the pod, as
Not
we
gonna
see
lie,
in the
man.
band.
Di ko alam kung sino yung lugi. Di ko alam kung sino yung favor or lugi.
I know.
But here's the thing, AE, they pick up the Eastern Shin. Does this mean that they will go for something like a Ruby Gold instead, right?
Ruby Gold is really good versus.
Right? Basically, it's just like, you know what, Yasuke, it's all
Yeah.
on you. The rest of us will sacrifice ourselves
That's right.
so that you can actually
Gold
ward this
lane.
time and you can do damage.
That's the main reason why
Kasi
they're
bagay
running
may
attacking
usage
heroes
yun.
now so that they
Yeah.
will not have to look for Shred. And also, Yusachin kind of hates playing up against Uranus, Esmeralda. Maybe Alice is the next man here for
Oh my god, bro.
Alter Ego. So that Aurora will just go for a Lapu-Lapu or even a Yuja.
If necessary, we'll see whether or not, but it's gonna be Farsa
Sabal.
Huh.
Sol, tama
I
pinag-grow.
have a feeling that Alter Ego wants to pick up
Kope
the
mo
Yuja
pa.
for themselves. That means that Aurora must, if they're not good, if they're not scared about that, they can just go for the Lapu-Lapu and then last pick the Valentina.
Yes.
And they also have the Eve. I feel like it's much better to
Easy
just
daw
get
pag
Lapu-Lapu
nanalo
now
tayo,
for Aurora because now they open up a lot
Yeah.
for Yue. At the
Rome
same
yan?
time though, Eve is
Hindi,
looking good
XP.
for Yue as well as the
Hindi,
King.
kala ko
So,
physically.
honestly,
Yeah.
the first three picks coming up from Aurora
Ay, hindi
makes
ba
them
XP
so
late?
flexible in the draft right now.
Wala na yan, boy. Mag-sila na yung light dyan.
Just choose
Yeah.
Legit kayo yan.
I think they could
Sila
go Sora
pre,
once
open
again.
na
I
po.
think Sora will be the more flexible.
Oh.
Looking for different types of engages. No.
Wow.
Ano? What?
Kanila.
Their
Oh,
Juju
yeah.
counter apparently.
Zed.
I mean,
Their Yusachin answer.
this also kind of set up if they want to go for an Arlet again because
Ah, so
then they
Harit
can
Gold?
actually, you know,
Oh,
it's
Harit
basically
Gold.
stun everyone. So
Lagi naman
they
eh.
want to keep the
Oh.
Hindi, alam na yun eh.
They go Granger,
First time.
and I believe that they would
Granger
they
gold.
would not go for Ruby anymore.
Oh.
It's very risky of picking up.
Ay, Granger
Ano, sino
sila.
pabor? Sino pabor?
The Sora.
Open, no?
Yeah.
Kasi
You
nga,
have to pick it, but then again, the Valentina
Kompletuhin mo muna,
They're not
kompletuhin mo muna.
tanky. That's part of the
Yung pick.
problem as
Oh.
well. Right? You have a Kalia, you have a Jushin, a lot of crowd
Sorry din
control
kasi yung
here.
pick ng ano eh.
And then they might be locked into the phobias, which is gonna be bad. But then,
Granger.
Tapos
ano, Kalia.
XP pa to si Khalid o i-roam nila?
Romy naman kami.
Rome.
Yan.
Roam
Sora
ka
would be
din.
good to me. I think that Alice in particular, I'm leaning
Ah,
more
Bobby.
Obvious.
Obvious.
this is a rough one.
A very rough one.
Alive.
However, with that Sora, I think they will just go for a CC. Oh no, a CC would be.
Hopefully, what we're saying is just cast a curse.
Ano
Give
lang,
something to
Lapu-lapu.
win this one.
Ay, sorry na.
At this point,
Oh, diba?
you need some
So, tama, roam nga Khalid.
statistic
Rome Khalid.
to make sure that they're
A lot of luck.
You need a lot of luck.
Ayan,
You
ayan,
need a
ayan,
lot
ayan.
of luck. You need
Okay.
Wala na?
to make sure
Natin.
that for whatever reason, the Zetjan ultimate into the Raging Sandstorm will whiff. Which I feel like it's not gonna happen.
It's so difficult.
Very
Par, may
tinitin ko
replay
tayo.
ito par,
In
ayun
the
o.
room, they are going to need 15 to compensate.
Diba yung stats nila na yun?
Again, alter ego, they want to go
Ay,
out
sa
with
heroes
the
pala yun,
bang. They want to get their very best heroes that they enjoy
Yeah.
playing.
Mamaya pa.
Ladies and gentlemen, match point for Aurora, Philippines. This win will make them
Dangerous
Oh, you know.
of the
Dangerous cross.
MS7 World
Line.
Championship.
Ano lang, pre.
And that we're throwing it over
Sige
into
natin.
the
Walis na to, walis, walis,
with
walis.
Marco, Trex, and
Labas na
Liam.
par, labas
Bro, sana
na.
comeback. Sana comeback.
Mama mo.
Oo, lagyan. Ayaw mo lang subo titingin eh.
Wait.
From scoring and putting a mark on this
Win na
series,
talaga.
El Familia have all
Ah,
other
bro,
Hindi
wala
mo,
pa.
inaarap sa Big Ranger.
Wala na.
Kicks in now.
Kahit. Kahit.
Bawas na eh. Bawas na ba eh.
Ay, nangyari dyan.
Lugi ata yung Granger.
Lugi.
Hindi ko Ranger dyan, narit yan eh.
Oh.
Oh, kahit.
Wait, anong time niya? 48, 49, 50, 51.
It's now or never.
52, 53,
Has been the job,
54.
but now they actually need a bit more luck. But they also need to fix everything. Have they fixed? Have they done enough in the draft?
Ah.
Because Wolf said it's over.
Here's what's scary. For the first time in this 4-game series so far,
Wala pa
Aurora
masyado
Gaming
nangyari
actually
sa
have a
turtle, meron
favorable
eh.
draft index. The numbers
Sa total may
favor
clash yan for
them.
sure.
Even the game's algorithm can tell that their
Hindi natin pwede
draft
mas-
Mag-invade ka, Lid.
much better.
And it's such a
Ay, hindi.
smart choice. Or, I mean, it could be safe, could be
Hindi,
aggressive.
hindi,
Ay,
hindi
nag-black screen.
invade.
Nag-black screen sa inyo.
Hindi, hindi.
Ayun lang isa tapos.
Oo, first blood. Blood win na go.
Puta ka piso.
Tigan.
They're not used to
Ay,
playing
bigla ko yung YouTube activity ahit na yun.
Ba't nga?
He loves that pull itself
Nag-black
together.
screen na ahit.
He uses
Sino man?
May tutel.
Ayun.
and we've seen
Ayos
him
na
ba?
on
Ayos na ba?
this
I'm back.
Jushin throughout this series
I'm
so
back.
far. Up in the top side, Arfi, is he finally going to have a time to shine on this Granger? I wonder if he's going to go for an early sniper
Ayun na.
once again, or just take the normal build route.
In addition to possibly Yasuke and Hijume in mid and in the jungle,
Sakit talaga ng
Aurora
Zed
Gaming
kaya.
might have countered and cornered.
May vision pa, Zed yan.
Oh.
Again, he's okay with, he's good at, but
Ay,
against
naka-
Stomping Kite, he struggles with.
Pagdalilit yan
Wala
yan.
na ata naman.
Jumping down to Edward.
Lugi sila.
Now onto a River Spider. Already
Full
used up by
titet yan.
Oh!
Can be picked up now by Alec and
Ah.
by Hijume, but it's going to be the flicker around.
Ticket.
Hijume.
Alam mo, ng Aurora na yan.
Boom! Puta ka mo. Wala na to, boy.
Wala.
Walis.
Control objective.
Ahit.
First turtle
Tilted
once
na.
again.
Wala ko rin hindi
On the
makapag-invade.
side of Aurora Gaming PH, 1,000 gold lead once
GG
again.
na to,
Ay,
man.
Lugi sila.
Was chewing our
Lugi
ears
sila.
off for this fact. Gideon was tag teaming the fact that if you do not get the first turtle, Aurora Gaming have basically won half
Gawa na
the
to, man.
match. So, how does Alter Ego Esports fix this? Number one, protect Yasuke at all costs.
Apo-lapo, ano
Yun
yan?
na ng Aurora.
You kind of put Alec on the back burner. You have to put Hijume in a weird position.
Finals
It's
MVP,
clear that
ano?
maybe Hijume isn't making
Kung kay Frederick.
It's almost, I mean,
Walis,
it's too late to
walis,
take Yasuke off.
walis,
He's
walis,
already
walis,
0-1-0.
walis.
He's already falling behind. He's 2 levels behind Demon Kite at this point. In my mind, Alter Ego, yeah, protect everyone. You need to just stop.
Ay, bakit?
You gotta slow down. Maybe
Ops, naging kumara siya dun, pre.
Turtle.
Namutigan na.
Slam.
Oh, like that's
Ah,
where
takas.
Takas, gago.
Ako
Hila.
magiging diary siya dun eh.
Gonna be onto Lighty.
Yung sayang.
Diary.
Sayang, isang pindot na lang yan. No?
Caught on the bad spot, but he can't just
Nang-
heal.
nang-
Aurora don't lose anything.
Ahit.
Ang pindot na yung Kalea
A
sa
little bit of nice chunk damage, but once again, it's still not enough. Alter Ego think they can take these fights when it's very clear to all of us that they can't.
Ito na
When
naka-onic
Nino
pa yung
starts
TP nyo.
joining these big 5v5s, things might change. I'm looking at how his Infernal Pursuit might kind of compromise Light, even Dominkite, but if you remember that
Bro.
first turtle,
Mangyayari na dito.
Dominkite made himself scarce up until the very last
May
moment
turtle,
where
sila
Alec
turtle.
almost died,
Sa
so
Aurora ulit
Di
yun.
siya bababa sa turtle.
timing basis, even when it comes to execution, Aurora
Yung
may
ano,
have found the
Ranger?
checkmate.
You know, and to that point, Nino,
Green.
we saw him on the Phobius earlier this
Ako,
series,
nagpiprints pa rin
and he
sa
did
taas, oh.
do amazing with those
Oo.
pursuits. We also heard the panel talk
Ay,
about
di sila
how
pupunta.
James is an
Di sila
important
pupunta.
Ah, din, ginanito ko.
Ano, Doming.
And dadalawan.
worth Nino
Di yan, posibleng ay gago.
Thank God.
to look for the play.
Fury.
Doming.
Oh,
Woo!
Kaya. Hindi ko kaya.
Nice one.
Gago.
Wala na
Gago, pero...
Lagi. Exchange lang.
Hindi, pwede mag-invade, pre.
Who rotates.
Sabi sa Roging Bid, oh. So, ba?
Gago, patay patas yun.
Grasping at straws.
Gago.
Patay ka yan.
Hindi, ligtas.
Oh,
Gago, wala. Aray.
Ay, gago.
Gets him down, Arfi. Gets one more.
Aray.
Good trade yan.
Oh, may pa
Lugi,
gago.
ano, ahit.
Ego doesn't even care what the numbers look like as long as we get kills. That whole sequence up top with the turtle far removed down bottom.
Pero Aurora naman yung ano eh.
Game na rin
The
ahit.
former Onyx Prodigy roamer Alec, formerly known as Owen, started it up, but I don't think he's ever faced a team as surgically precise as Aurora Gaming PH for his 2-year
Tagal niya
career.
pa.
He's
Yeah.
gone this far. He's played so many
Kabayo
tournaments
na,
countless
kabayo na.
times throughout the Indonesian amateur scene all the
Oops.
way up to the world stage.
Okay.
Ayun, mag-edit na TikTok
Yan,
eh.
posible naman.
Stands to him and even a
It's
flicker
not
out from Edward. But all if he gets away with a flicker. But again, I think it's worth it to trade flicker for flicker if you're on a Lapu versus a Granger. Very true. Luckily, RV did
Parang
get
mahirap
those kills.
makahabol yung
Kills on the
ano,
board. Did
Yeah.
go into his
AE.
hand. First item was the Hunter Strike.
Logi.
Second item
Logi
was
early.
the one time that he trades it.
And unfortunately, the
Hirap
stats
din
didn't
makabawi
come
sa mid.
Pantay
after
lang,
the
1K gold
piercer.
din lang.
So now Aurora Gaming are still up on timing.
It's very unfortunate at this point. Luck is not on their side. The past two games he's built Skypiercer first. Gotten no kills. This time he gets 2 kills and decides to build it second.
I hate to say it, but their luck may have run out. And when it comes to the World Championship, you can't rely on luck. In comes Alec looking for an engagement. Even he doesn't know if it's worth it. Dominkite pushing clean. Nino pushing him back.
Tapos pa na rin yung third
All
turtle.
the way up at top side. They want to fight for this third turn.
Lana boy, di na maka-turtle yan.
Wait.
Hindi na
Aurora,
bilis.
Aurora with turtle.
Nalugi.
Gogo.
Wala,
Lana, boy.
posible makahabol sila.
GG.
Posible makahabol sila.
Gago, iyak ko si Nino. Yun, stop sa bottom left.
That's what you call an Aurora Avalanche. A force
next
of
life,
nature
next life.
plowing
Wala
through
na,
El
wait.
Familia.
Sweep.
4,000
Bro,
gold
underrated
up.
si Nino.
Sweep.
Kaso wala,
Seven and a
sayang.
half minutes in. Alter Ego can't catch a break. Yasuke, he's down 1,000 gold.
Boy,
Alter Ego
Learn na to si
walking
Demon
into
Knight,
it,
di na nagparo.
walking into the Avalanche
Oo,
right
kakanin
now,
eh.
thinking they can man it. Even at that last play, they go for the turtle. They feel like this is a do or die situation when maybe it really wasn't.
And now Alter Ego back.
Malaki na lamang nila sa gold, oh.
Yeah.
Oo.
Aurora na
Wala
totally.
rin silang turtle. Hawit.
Walis.
They can't be baited into a fight. Heck, when they take a fight, it's always in favor of them. Now Nino, he can't even go for it. He lands the dark way, but he knows
Walis
that
na. Hindi
there's a
lang
jump
gagawin.
on Tomek.
Even with Yasuke in his wake, Yasuke is not in a fighting form because they can't see where the rest of Aurora are. And you know how it is. If you can't see your opponents, chances are they're just nearby.
Lana, boy.
They just get away
Second
there.
tier, wala na.
Hawit.
One of the big differences for Alter Ego this series as well
Wala pa
since
silang
this whole
bawas sa
series,
ano.
is not everyone
Wala pang to- wala pang bawas
fight
to,
on their
eh.
own. And
Yo,
in
sa
past
top.
games for Alter Ego, Arfi could handle his own. The rest of the team could handle their own.
Usually,
Ayun,
with a high range hero like Granger and the Mount Shocker, Dangerous Grass is on your side.
Patapos lang.
Oh,
Ala.
Grabe yun.
Patay. Patay. Patay.
Pati mga harap, gago.
Everyone's able to
Huwag nakaano pa yun, taas.
backside. Edward jumps in.
Gagi, nakabul.
Uy!
Ay, nag-misan. Nag-misan ba?
Gagi.
With a huge
Walis na, magtatrash ako sa FB.
Edward was getting Arfi no matter what by the end of the day.
Hey, Edward.
And now they're gonna move on to the Lord.
Alter Ego Esports is in no shape to
Ang ba,
contest.
ma-retreat pa yun.
They can barely get
Sino,
out of
sagot
the
mo
road.
lang.
Hindi,
wala.
hindi na retry, hindi.
Di na yan?
Only things Aurora Gaming did not get out of Edward's
Kuha nilang,
trade
ay, di na
was
kinuha yung
his
blue.
flicker and the lives of him and his jungler. A
Sabay lang ba, boy?
Aurora.
Walis na yan,
Where
man.
else do they go?
Boy, sabay ba?
Ha?
Sa Filipino caster ako nanonood eh.
Just pray and
What the
hope.
fuck?
We sit back.
Saan
Endless
ka
Battle
nanonood?
finally comes in.
Sa Filipino caster ako nanonood. Mas una yan,
Philippine.
The ability to literally go under these towers and secure kills.
Sabay ba, boy?
That's why I say
Anong oras sa'yo?
Anong minutes na yun sa'yo?
54, 55, 56,
Nasa public lane.
59, 10,
8.
10:01, 10:02, 10:03, 10:04, 10:05, 10:06.
Nakasunaan sa akin.
This huge lead.
Here's the question: what do they do even if they found someone up
106 po lang.
What's the play? You're 7,000 gold behind.
Ito throw
You're
nila.
not gonna be able to
Hindi
take
ka
anyone
nanonood
out
dun
of
sa
that.
ano?
Team is
Sa
right in your
activity?
face.
3 years ago in this very arena, it was Sanford making
YouTube-
that kind of
sa YouTube
play on
activity.
tier one.
Oh, di ka
Isa or
nanonood.
dalawang lord pa ata.
Base turret.
Aurora Gaming looking to break
Ball
into
hitting.
the
Ay, kasi may ano naman.
May ano pa kasi, may shield pa kasi Tori.
Down
Ano oras sa'yo ba?
Ano yun?
32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
And the ball. Ooh! Seryo!
Tapos na yan, man. Utang na, gago. GG.
Gago. Sinugod lang, gagi yung double ba?
Ayaw,
Gagawin,
pakita yung
gagawin.
camera. Hindi pakita na yung camera.
Ay, hindi, walang minion, walang minion, walang minion, walang minion. Pero, endable. Oo, endable, endable.
Wow! 5-0-3. 4-0, 4-0.
Gogo, GG nga awit.
Yan na pre, yan na, yan na.
And double.
Walis, gago.
GG.
Pakita yung camera, camera.
GG.
Camera.
Eh, Pobis,
Ayun,
Pobis.
ayun,
Meron din, di madede. Ay, hindi ko,
Hindi.
madede.
Mga boys,
Uy, nice one, gago.
Wala na, end.
Gago chong, gago.
Tapos,
Boy, buta na
Champion na sila.
End. Wala na, panalo na, tol.
Ayun.
wala na, umalis na yung mga nanonood, oh.
World champions!
Timik ng audience, sorry.
Kailangan pa nila ng
Wow.
Pinoy na import.
For years, the northern lights flickered. Beautiful, but never
Wala,
enough.
napahiya na si ano man.
Tonight, they don't
Uh-huh.
fade.
Okay,
They burn.
Another Indo.
Tonight, everything changes.
tapos.
No more choking. No more almost. Aurora alas becomes
4-0.
Finish.
4-0, gago.
This is all it took. And this same
Wala yung bawi next
So,
ano,
mga
next MCU.
Ayun, oh.
different faces in front of the Filipino flag. But Aurora Gaming still takes home the trophy.
Wala walang tao sa stands mo, no? Tawa, sa likod.
Still does what everyone
Aldo.
Tama, no, wala
Si
na.
Alisan. Si Alisan na.
right now. They're happy.
Ayat yung mga Indo, tangin mo hindi bias eh.
Trophy.
Nakapanood na rin ang mga kapwa nilang Indo lang.
How many times have they
Ay, we.
faltered at the last step?
So, tingnan mo yung ibang team mo lang tao sa venue na yan. Tapos kapag Indo na, ang dami.
Gago, binabay.
To hold their ground, like the missing
Babay
Sana
siya.
tayo,
comes
no,
home
buwi na kayo.
full World Championship trophy. Demonkind,
Don't
a
stick
long
pa sa Indo,
time
pero
the gold,
Wow.
finally becomes a triple crown champion. And
Papals lang talaga may
went from
nakuha.
just a good gold laner to the best damn gold laner in the world.
I believe it's been
Ah, di ko na-
four
baka
grand
na rin
finals
finals
for you
MVP,
and
di
we
ba?
faltered in the final step. Four
May
losses
speech pa kasi
mean
yun, yung mga
nothing
speech nila eh.
if the fifth
Nawali
rewrites
pa yung awarding eh.
history.
Don't forget about Mr. Consistent.
Consistent N-word.
The
Nawali pa yung awarding.
two-time champion. And it's been a long time
Magulang ang
coming.
tao.
He's been in multiple M
Sorry.
series, but has fallen short for so long since
Nalulok.
M3. And now at M7 gets it.
Let's throw it over to the stage to celebrate our champions.
They fell one step
Sabay,
short,
GG boy.
but they earned
Wala
the
na.
world's respect
GG boy.
tonight. Once again, thank you so
GG's.
much to
GG. GG.
Ultra Esports.
Tapos,
Sa atin pa rin si Brigida pre, sa atin pa rin tol.
The champions are
naka-replay na yan. Panoorin na
the
lang.
Northern Lights. Aurora
Panoorin ko kayo, ano.
Gaming
Ay, naka-replay na yan man.
Philippines.
G-man.
From last year's
Gaman, GG.
the Auroras were
Ay, GG na ka.
Hello.
Sige, GG bro.